This is not, a pin that you just got out of your grandma's sewing kit from the dance cookie jar. This is more complex than that.
So yeah, this is a standard insect enameled pin. I actually do have some of my personal collection that I use my mom's sewing pins for with big color tops on. So these are a type of cricket. They're called Jerusalem crickets. And growing up, I always heard my grandma call them potato bugs. So these are the normal crickets you'll kind of find in your backyard, but these are around here. We find them in SoCal. Theoretically harmless, but they could take a chunk out of you if they wanted to.
Los Angeles County is a big place. 88 cities, thousands of neighborhoods, with nearly 10 million people sprawled across 4,000 square miles. So just how does LA County serve such a vast and diverse region? It's science, from anthropology to zoology and everything in between. The science of protecting county residents, preserving the past, and preparing for the future. I'm David Sommers, and today, we're diving into the science behind LA County services. Welcome to LA Countyology.
Thousands of times each year, pests of all sorts of shapes and sizes are mailed to the county's Entomology Lab at Agricultural Commissioner's Weights and Measures. And today we're going inside the science of entomology. We're learning about how pests of all sorts of shapes and sizes could be a real big problem for the county economy, impacting consumers, impacting crops and nursery plants, the entire agricultural ecosystem. So we're gonna head inside right now and learn more about entomology at the lab. With us is Dr. Kyle Risser, who is an entomologist by education and training. Entomology is a very specific field. What is it? How does it differentiate from others?
When you say entomology, that term specifically refers to insects, but really we work with like all arthropods. And actually I do a lot of mollusk work and stuff as well, like snails and slugs. So basically anything with an exoskeleton, they typically expect an entomologist to be familiar with.
How does the work of you and your team in this lab protect consumers and protect county residents?
We're the first line of defense for like food security. For all the agriculture in the area.
This is an agricultural county, even though it is as urban a county in the nation as you can find.
Historically, it is an ag county, but it's gotten less and less as time has gone on. It is a very urban county. We do have some industries. The ornamental one is probably the biggest these days. And the other part is a lot of the stuff that comes in here, we're just the big hub in Southern California, it goes to other parts in California. So we have to go through all of that to make sure it's not going to spread through the state. We're also trying to protect the local ecosystems. That's a big part of it too, Like right now I've got the golden spotted oak borer that's doing a lot of damage to the oak trees in the area. So our goal is to get out ahead of it, is to know what we're looking for and be actively monitoring for it so that if it does pop and we do get a positive sample somewhere, we can react to it before it is established, before it becomes a bigger problem. Eradicating an insect is incredibly expensive, takes a lot of man hours, and so you want to minimize the cost it takes to eradicate it when it shows up, and to do that you have to catch it as early as possible. We're always on lookout for, spongy moth. That's one that is a pest of a lot of different crops, but also will eat just like natural sort of vegetation that's out in the landscape. And the Asian longhorn beetle and stuff, there's a lot of stuff that's on its way here that we're just on high alert for. If we're not actively monitoring for it and we don't actively have the traps out and we're not actively looking for it and chasing it when it's not here, if we're not doing that, by the time we recognized it would be here, it would cost way more time and way more money to get rid of it at that point.
What is the thing that you're working on that consumers should know about that gives you the greatest concern?
We've got the longest standing state of emergency in California's history is still active with the medfly. Consistently we're finding it, and because the state of emergency is in place and those resources are available, we're able to deal with it quickly and efficiently.
So by being as proactive as you are, you're minimizing the impacts on county consumers and county residents.
Exactly.
You are a first responder, and this is part of the first responder network that the county has in terms of making sure that consumers are protected, that the county is safe. The gravity of your work is more than just sitting and studying in your lab. How does that weigh on you?
I really enjoyed this work. It's very fulfilling because of that, because I do feel like it is important and it is, it contributes. People may not recognize it on kind of their day-to-day lives, but that doesn't stop me from feeling fulfilled knowing that like I am kind of making a difference.
It's been a fascinating and fantastic day here at the Entomology Lab at the county's Agricultural Commissioner Weights and Measures. My thanks to Dr. Kyle Risser for letting me see his lab, for being a pest as I understand how they're protecting us against pests. Until next time, as we continue to dig in and discover, we'll see you on LA Countyology.